The Federal and Velevin Hypermarket jointly present the Thoothukudi Marathon 2024 to raise awareness on drug abuse. The event is co-presented by Edison Cardio Care Center, Tiruchendur, powered by L. Anand Jewelry and St. Mother Teresa Engineering College, Thoothukudi.
Hello and welcome to the Federal. As the Election Commission prepares to conduct polls in Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir, the BJP is facing electoral challenges not just in these two states but also in Maharashtra, Jharkhand and Delhi. Today we have Dr. Sanjay Kumar, Co-Director Lokniti, CSDS, to discuss the impact of elections on BJP. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Kumar. Since elections have been announced in Jammu and Kashmir, let us start with the state first. BJP chose not to contest elections in Jammu Kashmir in Lok Sabha elections, especially in the Kashmir Valley actually. And it is facing demand for statehood in Jammu region. How difficult is the poll going to be for BJP?
I'm not sure whether I can say with confidence that BJP is going to face a lot of difficulty. Yes, in the valley, BJP would certainly face the difficulty because in the valley, primarily the contest is going to be between the NCP and the PDP. The two national parties, BJP and Congress, are not present in the valley. But in the Jammu region, I think BJP is very strong. The Lok Sabha results, the recent Lok Sabha results, is an indication of that. So in Jammu, BJP will have a very, good, BJP has a good prospect. But in Valley, definitely BJP faces a lot of challenges.
So there's been a demand for statehood in Ladakh, in Kashmir, and also in Jammu region. Do you think it will play a role or no?
See, the demand of statehood is such an issue or restoration of statehood is such an issue. No political party is going to oppose that because it is not only the issue for restoration of the state. It is an emotive issue. It has become an emotional issue in the state. So all political parties, some parties will be very, very aggressive in putting up this demand. Party like BJP, which has the central government has abolished Article 370 and taken away the statehood of Jammu and Kashmir. But still, since Prime Minister Modi, Graham and Home Minister Amit Shah has went on record saying, when the time comes, we will also restore the statehood of the state. So they will also not have the courage to oppose that this is not the time to restore statehood. They will also, in a subtle way, send out a message that they are not against restoration of statehood, but I think they will also try and emphasize that let the time come and we will try to restore the statehood. So statehood, restoration of statehood is going to be an important issue in these elections. All political parties will try and project to the voters that they are championing the cause of restoration of statehood.
So for the first time in 10 years, BJP is facing some challenge in Haryana. Is it just anti-incumbency or issues like Jat reservation, farm protest, leadership difficulties are also playing a role?
No, when we say is it only anti-incumbency is not, it doesn't happen all of a sudden. It's not that is a thumb rule that after 10 years you will have anti-incumbency. Anti-incumbency is a byproduct of all the issues which you mentioned. Price rise is there, farmers distress, farmer issues are there, women wrestlers issue is there, Agniveer issues are there. So if you combine all these issues which are on the ground, which concerns the common voter, the byproduct is anti-incumbency, that people, a very large number of voters seems unhappy about the ruling BJP government and they don't want this government to be re-elected. So this is how both the things are traveling together. These issues are on the ground and the byproduct of those issues is a mood of anti-incumbency against the government in Haryana.
So is it fair to say that two policy issues, abrogation of Article 370 and demand for MSP, will be put before people to vote this time?
Abrogation of Article 370 certainly, because if BJP gets a majority, BJP is able to form the government in Jammu and Kashmir. I think everyone, all the critics who think that whatever has done to Jammu and Kashmir is not appropriate or not good, they will have to accept that people of Jammu and Kashmir has accepted. They have gladly accepted abrogation of Article 370 if BJP comes to power. But if BJP doesn't come to power, I think the message will be loud and clear that a very large number of people or a majority of the voters, majority of the people living in Jammu and Kashmir has not accepted what has been done to the state. When it comes to Haryana, I think farmers issue that is going to be the on the forefront. While there are other issues, but the farmers issue, MSP, kind of a referendum on MSP. BJP gets re-elected, which is very unlikely. Looks like, because at the given the mood of the people on the ground at this moment, and also the way people voted in the Lok Sabha election, recently held Lok Sabha election. But if BJP gets re-elected, it would be an endorsement of BJP's policies regarding the farmers, the farm policies, and if BJP gets defeated, some kind of an indictment about BJP's farm policies, about MSP, and other issues related to farmers.
So the Election Commission has decided not to conduct Maharashtra and Haryana elections together. Do you think BJP NDA are not prepared for the contest just yet? And my second part is that NDA is facing problems in distribution of seats, and also they have decided not to name the chief ministerial candidate. Are all these factors playing a role?
No, first, the dates are announced by the Election Commission, whether BJP is prepared or not, whether Congress is prepared or not, NCP is prepared or not. That is not the concern of Election Commission of India. They have offered their own reasoning why they have not announced the dates for Maharashtra. And one important reason cited by the CEC is that the PLOs, booth level officers, have not been able to complete their work. If booth level officers have not been able to complete their work, which is primarily with regard to revision of electoral roll, issuing of the electoral roll, final list to be out of the electoral roll. If that's not there, if that work is not completed, you can't hold the elections at this moment. Second, they have cited the reason for a festival. Yes, there are festivals which is celebrated in similar manner in, say, Maharashtra or in Haryana, but at least there is one festival which is Ganesh Puja, which is one of the most important festival of Maharashtra, which is happening in the month of September. So they have cited their own reason why they have not been able to, or why they decided not to announce the elections of Maharashtra along with Haryana. Yes, there would be debates on that also, whether we actually think that the explanation offered by EC is reasonable or not. But I think if you go by in a historical perspective, 2009, 2014, 2019, all the three last assembly elections of Haryana and Maharashtra were held together. I think it should have been appropriate to hold the Haryana and the Maharashtra election in 2024, even in 2024 simultaneously. No specific, I don't think there was any very strong reason why not to hold elections of Maharashtra along with Haryana.
And so, how do you look at this strategy of BJP to not name a chief minister candidate, because there's an NDA candidate and NDA chief minister already there?
See, in a coalition, they are running a coalition government. BJP is well aware of the fact that they are running a coalition government. There are two other partners. Yes, Shinde is the current chief minister. BJP possibly can't announce Shinde as the chief ministerial candidate. If BJP decides to announce one of their own candidate, one of their own leader as the chief ministerial candidate, it would be very difficult for them to hold on to their two allies. So in such a situation, I don't think it is going to be appropriate for BJP to announce any leader from the party as the chief ministerial candidate. So in a coalition politics, it is bound to happen, and BJP would definitely face some difficulty, or the party would face some difficulty if they don't announce some chief ministerial candidate, and they are not in a position to announce a chief ministerial candidate for Maharashtra.
So BJP did not do very well, or as it was expected, in both Maharashtra and Haryana in the Lok Sabha elections. Do you think the state elections will be an extension of the Lok Sabha elections and same issues will be there?
See, in the past, there are several examples that people have voted differently in the Lok Sabha election and assembly election. In some states, people have voted overwhelmingly in favor of the BJP, the central government, the party which is in power at the center. But in the assembly election, they voted differently. Look at 2019 and 2020 assembly elections in Delhi. Is an example of that kind. 2019, BJP won all the 7 Lok Sabha seats in Delhi, but 2020, they got defeated. But remember what happened in Haryana in 2019. In 2019 Lok Sabha election, BJP won all the 10 Lok Sabha seats. The gap between BJP and Congress in terms of vote share was very large, more than 20%. But only few months after the Lok Sabha elections of 2019, when the assembly election took place, BJP faced a tough challenge from the Congress. BJP managed to get 40 seats. They could not get a majority on their own. And Congress was very close in defeating the BJP. They could not defeat the BJP, but Congress got 31 assembly seats. BJP finally managed to form the government in alliance with JJP. So there is an evidence in front of us that people of Haryana had voted differently in 2019, though they voted for BJP in a big way in the Lok Sabha election, but not in sizable number in the assembly election. When people have not voted for BJP in a large numbers in 2024 Lok Sabha election, I think signals are there that BJP is in danger. BJP would face difficulty because if people have not voted for BJP in very large number, because in the Lok Sabha election, Prime Minister Modi is on the ticket, but in the assembly election, Prime Minister Modi's ability to pull votes for the BJP goes down. Also, we should not forget that BJP is also conscious of this fact. They are aware that BJP is not in a very commanding position. If BJP was in a very healthy situation, the government was in a healthy position, they would not have changed the chief minister. So they have a new chief minister. The previous chief minister has been, like shifted to the center. All these are indications that it's not all good for BJP. BJP will definitely face a tough challenge from Congress. Congress seems to be having an upper hand at this moment in Haryana.
Like you mentioned, Delhi is a peculiar case because in Lok Sabha, people vote for one party, whereas in Assembly, AAP dominates. Do you think the arrest of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia will work in favor of AAP, or the allegations of corruption leveled by BJP will finally work for the party?
See, if we look at how the political contest in Haryana is going to unfold, there are a large number of 4 or 5 regional parties. JJP is there, INLO is there, then you have BSP, then Aam Aadmi Party has already made an announcement that they are going to contest all the 90 assembly seats. Independently, they are not forming an alliance with the Congress. So there are large number of political players which are going to contest the forthcoming assembly election in Haryana. But my own sense is that most of these parties are going to, contest for their own survival, for their own existence. Because if you look at JJP had got 10 seats and roughly about 9 to 10% vote in the last assembly election. They did not perform very well in the Lok Sabha election. So there are signals that, the support base of JJP has gone down. PSP, INLD, these are the parties which have got less than 1% vote. And if we look at Aam Aadmi Party, I think in the last assembly election, they had roughly about 2.5–3% vote. Yes, they are contesting a large number of seats, all the 70 seats. It would be very, very difficult for them to make sizable presence in the state assembly election. The contest is largely going to be between Congress and BJP. Aam Aadmi Party, I don't think will be able to generate a kind of a sympathy wave in its favor because Arvind Kejriwal belongs to that state and he's in jail. Yes, Aam Aadmi Party is working hard in Haryana, but I think this is not their election. Maybe few years from now, they may be able to expand if they keep working hard. But this is an election for Congress to contest against BJP.
And so, what about Delhi? Because we will see elections in Delhi also. Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia were in jail. The chief minister is still in jail. Do you think the allegations of corruption leveled by BJP will finally work for the party?
Not for BJP, because see what is happening. One by one, all those people who were arrested by ED or some charges by ED are coming out of jail. Let's not forget Hemant Soren is also out of jail. He is now the Chief Minister of Jharkhand. Manish Sisodia is out of jail. Sanjay Singh is out of jail. So slowly, one by one, all those people who were arrested during last 1.5 years are coming out of the jail, and most of these bails have been granted because High Court has come very hard on CBI and ED. So I think this is the people of Delhi, people of Jharkhand are actually watching all these closely. And I think the sense shared belief is that these were, in a way, people arrested on false charges, or at least there no evidence has been. The CBI or ED has not been able to collect any evidence against them. So this whole issue that these are, or at one point of time, Aam Aadmi Party was able to generate this kind of a momentum in its favor, charging the Aam Aadmi Party as a corrupt party, charging the Aam Aadmi Party government as a corrupt government. That's fading now because all of them are coming out of jail. So I don't think that BJP is going to gain from charging Aam Aadmi Party government as a corrupt party, charging Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia as corrupt leaders.
So in all 5 elections, BJP is up against Congress and some of the prominent alliance partners in the India alliance. How difficult is it going to be for BJP, which is going to take on all these prominent leaders on its own?
Uh, I think the next round of assembly election, we have already, it is Jammu and Kashmir, Jharkhand, Delhi, Haryana, Maharashtra, and by end of 2025, Bihar also goes to poll. If we leave aside the other states, are going to be tough for BJP, a real test for BJP, because in Jharkhand also, BJP is not that strong. We have a India alliance government in Jharkhand. Maharashtra, we have already discussed, BJP is not in best of the health. Haryana, there is a massive anti-incumbency against BJP. In Jammu and Kashmir, we still don't know which way the mood will swing. As in the Lok Sabha election, BJP won 2 seats from the Jammu region, but they decided not to contest in the valley. So a mixed view, mixed opinion about the central government, about the BJP in Jammu and Kashmir. So Jammu and Kashmir, in my opinion, may be one of the safest for BJP to, or BJP may be able to perform, may be able to do a decent performance. But rest other states, BJP is going to face a lot of challenge, lot of difficulties.
And so my last question is, um, there are some very crucial by-elections that are supposed to happen, which have not been announced till now. What could be the possible reason for delay of by-elections in Uttar Pradesh or in West Bengal, for that matter?
No, again, the reasons offered by Election Commission is not convincing, at least to me, because it was mentioned, yes, Wayanad, you can't hold elections in Wayanad at this moment, but there are large number of, by elections to be held in the next couple of months. So election, the explanation offered was that there are rains, there are, the weather is not conducive because these by-elections are to be held in different states spread across the country. So at some places there are rain, some places some other things happening, and then festival all the time. It was time and again it was cited that there are festivals coming. I don't. To me, it's not a reasonable explanation when we can hold elections in Haryana because festivals are there for all over the country. There are festivals, whether we are talking about Diwali or Dashera or some other festival, these are festivals celebrated all over the country. I don't think, and I'm unable to understand why Election Commission decided not to hold elections for the by-elections, at least for the 10 assembly elections in UP. My own sense is that maybe Election Commission has also mentioned that they want to first clear the elections in 2 states and then they want to move on. Uh, Clearly, no convincing explanation has come from Election Commission. What may be the issue? I have no idea about that.
Thank you for talking to the Federal, Dr. Kumar. It is always a pleasure.
Thank you.
The Federal and Velvin Hypermarket jointly present the Thuthukudi Marathon 2024 to raise awareness on drug abuse. The event is co-presented by Edison Cardio Care Center, Tiruchendur, powered by L. Anand Jewelry and St. Mother Teresa Engineering College, Thuthukudi.